Road trip time. I am heading with Holly and her family to their hunting lease. It's about 3 hours outside of St. Louis. There is Charlie, their puppy. My husband did not go because we could not get a pet sitter at the last minute, so he stayed home with the cats. So just me with Holly, her husband, and the girls, Haley and Abby. And we are heading to the hunting lease for the weekend. And within a half hour of the drive, we get a flat tire. Luckily, Buddy had a full-size spare. It was very nerve-wracking being pulled over on the side of an interstate with crazy traffic during rush hour. But Buddy got the tire changed pretty quickly, and we were back on the road. So then the next morning, Saturday morning, we went to the Rutledge Flea Market. Rutledge has a monthly flea market that is Friday and Saturday. And I think it was open last month in April. And then it is actually June. So it was open in May, and this is June, the second weekend of June. So we have Buddy's ATV. This is a permanent flea market with dirt roads, and so people are allowed to bring their ATVs. This is early, right when it opened at 7, so it's not too crowded yet. It does get extremely crowded as the day goes on. So as you can see, people have ATVs, golf carts, push carts. Later on, I saw a couple lawnmowers with wagons, and we're just walking around looking at the different vendor booths. This is, like I said earlier, it is a permanent flea market, and so a lot of sellers had, hold on, this is animals, farm animals. This is guineas, I believe, and there's chickens in the background. There was at least, and those are, ducks? There was at least 6 sellers of farm animals. I've been to a lot of flea markets, and I would have to say this is probably the first time I've seen this many farm animals for sale. And people were buying them. People were definitely buying them. Not us. I'm not allowed to have chickens in my subdivision. I wish I did. I would love to have chickens, but not allowed to have farm animals in my subdivision. So anyway, going back to the sellers, a lot of these spots, it's like permanent for the sellers. Like they have campers and just like wooden shacks and old broken down buses that they store all their stuff in. And so you could tell who had been there the longest because there was dead grass underneath their campers. I'm not for sure if this is all year around. Probably not due to the weather, and I do not believe it was open for a couple months because of the pandemic, but it is back open. Yes, this is June. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. You couldn't tell by looking at the people walking around. I would say there was only a handful of people wearing masks. Everyone else was just enjoying the weather maskless. My opinion on the whole mask debate changes a lot. I'm not wearing a mask currently. I just decided to maintain social distancing and only be close to the people related to me. It was a beautiful day, and I just didn't feel like wearing a mask. Since no one else did, it was easy to forget that we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and we will be for a long time until there is a cure. So, just looking at this guy's stuff, this flea market, I would say a lot of the stuff was overpriced. Definitely overpriced, in my opinion. I did buy a handful of things. If you're interested in seeing what I bought and you really don't want to see me walking around, skip to 11 minutes and 36 seconds. At the end of the video is when I show my haul of everything I bought. Right now I'm just doing clips throughout the flea market. And this guy was selling pork rinds. I like pork rinds. My husband loves pork rinds, so I ended up buying a bag for him, take home for him, and just walking around. Most of the booths were old stuff, like vintage antique that I like. There was a couple tables of the newer Chinese crap that I don't really like, and there was one person selling fake Louis Vuittons, but for the most part it was all vintage antique items. This booth, we did end up getting a taco grill and tacos. It was a chicken taco. It was excellent. I enjoyed it. There wasn't that many food booths. There was definitely spots where they weren't open, and I'm not for sure if that was due to rules of the pandemic or what. But it was extremely crowded. The other food booths definitely should have been opened. They definitely would have made a lot of money, because another guy I was talking to, he said it's the busiest he has seen in for like ever, and he quickly ran out of food. So definitely there could have been more food booths. And that's Haley enjoying her chicken kebab. More farm animals. So the four-wheelers, like, you were supposed to like pull to the side. Four-wheelers or ATVs are supposed to yield to pedestrians. For the most part, it really wasn't an issue. Everyone was very friendly and not trying to run anyone over, but it did get quite crowded later on in the day. And oh, there's little baby chickens. So cute. More chickens. Yeah, absolutely. I saw people carrying chickens around that they bought later on, so there is a need for it. People are buying them. There's a, oh look, a little duck laid an egg. I think those are turkeys. This person has hamsters and guinea pigs. My niece Abby loves animals, so of course she wanted all the animals, but no, we did not get any animals. They even had kittens. Oh, look, there's pigs. She really wanted me to get another kitten. I have 3 cats. That is enough. I do not need any more cats. In the future, if I was to get another cat, I would rescue an older cat. Kittens are cute, but I don't want to deal with the kitten phase. I prefer older cats who are already calm, set in their ways, and not crazy kittens. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I hear sirens. Anyway, just looking some more. So this Rutledge Flea Market was really big. There was probably like 5 long rows of vendors, but only 3 of the rows today were full. There was definitely a lot of empty spots. Here's another food vendor. We are in line. I ended up getting a walking taco and a blooming onion, and I have no clip of it. I was so hungry that I just ate that blooming onion and walking taco. Well, I shared the blooming onion with everyone, but the walking taco was mine, and I didn't take any clips. It was very, very good. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this flea market wasn't completely full of vendors, so it could definitely, we were there at like 7 and we were done by noon. If there would have had the other 2 rows, we probably could have been there until 3. So, you know, I'm not for sure why not all the vendors were there. Probably because of the pandemic. And this is like, there was a lot of Iowa license plates. This area is like a half hour from Iowa, and so a lot of the vendors from Iowa. I'm from St. Louis. There was a couple of vendors I talked to that were from St. Louis, and so just definitely a mixture of vendors from all over the place. The only thing I didn't like, and probably the reason that I didn't buy as much stuff, is a lot of this stuff you could tell had just been sitting out from, like, yesterday was Friday. It didn't rain, but it must have definitely got very dewy. There's a lot of water damage of stuff. There's a lot of the stuff was just covered with a film of dirt and dust. Like, the items had been sitting out for a while, probably since last month, and so you know, I do clean up everything I buy, but there is a limit of what I'm willing to clean up. And so the fact that a lot of these vendors were trying to sell their water damaged stuff kind of was like, excuse me, kind of a put off for me. I just, I don't know, just a lot of junk. I mean, flea markets are junk, but a lot of junk that I wouldn't have bought that should have probably just been thrown away. So, and the only other thing, also, there was only one person selling plants. I was hoping to see more, like one person was selling tomatoes, one person was selling plants, and that was it. Usually at flea markets you see a mixture of like fresh vegetables and stuff, but I realized the growing season has just started, and so not that many people selling fruits and vegetables. I did end up buying honey, which I will show in my haul at the end. I do love buying local honey, and I just wanted some tomatoes to take home, but nope, no tomatoes. Now we are leaving. I'm just showing, like, so you can see all the ATVs and the golf carts and stuff, and you just gotta wait on people. And Buddy brought the ATV because he thought we were gonna buy a lot more stuff, and we really didn't buy that much stuff at all. We could have totally not needed the ATV, but honestly, it was nice to have to drive it around. There is the parking lot. As you can see, it is quite full, and it is, I think I said it's around noon and we're leaving. I'm not for sure how late this runs. People were still arriving, and there was definitely running out of parking lots, especially if you were pulling a trailer. So people ended up having to make up parking spots. So definitely, if you go to this flea market, go first thing, so you don't have to worry about parking. Here we were unloading our stuff out of the ATV, and Buddy is gonna put it on a trailer. There's Abby doing her little Fortnite dance. And see that yellow truck in the background? I think I do a video of it. It said Jurassic Park on it, so I was all excited. You know I love Jurassic Park. So yeah, this is the second time I've seen someone deck their vehicle out in Jurassic Park stickers. And there's Buddy loading up the Abby's trying to get like people to follow her on TikTok. I'm gonna put her TikTok name down
from the Rutledge Flea market, so I'm gonna show you everything I picked up. I bought this thing of honeycomb from a local farm, and then I bought this Viewmaster. It has the Viewmaster and a couple reels in it, $5. I bought this stuffed My Little Pony. I think I paid $5 for that. This Merlin phone, the lady says it works. I haven't tried it yet. She said she had batteries in it, but kids kept playing with it, so she took the batteries out. So I just took her word for it. I don't know. I think I paid $10, $15, $20. I'm not for sure. I don't remember. And then I bought this pile of official Cabbage Patch Kids clothes, Cabbage Patch hangers, and a brush and comb. I think I paid a couple dollars for that. This Sensei Buddy, he is brand new in box, never been used. I paid $5 for that. I bought this old vintage church book, religious book. I'm not for sure what I'm going to do with it. Not selling it, I'm keeping it. And then a stack of old vintage letters. Remember, I do junk journaling, so I will, I don't know, do something artsy with that stuff. I found my favorite booth was this lady who had all Avon stuff. She's an Avon wrap. She had a mixture of new and vintage. This is new, unused. It's a bottle of Skin So Soft. I haven't had Skin So Soft for like at least 20 years. I do remember it being a good bug spray that doesn't smell like bug spray, so I bought this to hopefully use as a bug spray. I bought this deodorant only because it's brand new, but I don't know if it's like old new. Does it have a date on it? Does Avon still make this? I don't. She had a whole bunch, so I didn't know if it was like old dead stock. You can tell it has never been used. She says it's never been used. I just bought it memory's sake because when I was a kid, this is what all the deodorants looked like. They were these like roller balls, and now I have like solid sticks that I use, so I don't even know if people still do roller balls. So I could, this could be totally brand new, and I just don't know because I use my same deodorant over and over again. So anyway, I bought this because it just reminded me of childhood. So it's just like a nostalgia thing. And then this is an old like Avon dinosaur. I think it had bubble bath in it. It's empty. Same with these. These are all older Avon plastic bottles that used to have bubble bath. There's nothing in them. This was shampoo, so it's just the bottle. I did buy these for resale. They don't have like they're not like huge like money on resale, but you can make a couple bucks off of it, and I just bought it because I thought they were cute. Who doesn't love Charlie Brown? And then, well, this is Linus, right? Linus, and then Charlie Brown. Again, this one is empty. This one is empty. This is a cute turtle. I might keep this for myself. And then here is Snoopy with Charlie Brown. So yeah, this was shampoo. They are empty. And then this is actually heavy. So this one might actually still have the shampoo in it. That was an alligator. And this is an old Snoopy soap dish. This is all from the Avons. Shoot, $1 a piece. I paid $1 a piece for. With this, she $3. And then I think this was like $4 because I paid $7 for these two, and then I went back and bought all these for $1 each. And this is a kitty. It used to be shampoo. That's empty too. These are Solid Perfume. This is a book. I used to collect Solid Perfume. I actually am keeping this one for me, and then I'm gonna resell this one. And this is a ring, and yeah, I couldn't believe she was only selling them for $1 each. So these actually do have resale value. I don't know what these do, but again, I don't know. I just bought it because honestly at that point I hadn't bought much. As you can see, I didn't really buy that much at this flea market, and I talked about it earlier in the video with my voiceover. So yeah, I probably spent like $40, if that. And then I also, you know, ate some food, but for the most part, oh, and I paid like $0.10 for this. Yeah, $0.10. This old Smurf thing. So, very, you know, there wasn't much 80s stuff. So, but I did find what 80s stuff there was that has resale value. That's why I bought that. This I'm keeping. So mostly I'm just reselling the Avon stuff and the Scentsy. The rest is for me. And yep, that's it. That was the Rutledge Flea Market. Like, if you're in the area, I recommend going, but I can honestly say it's not a flea market that I will go back to. Once was enough. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.